Hi everyone, it's Victoria, the Soul Nurturer, here sitting outside in my backyard on a beautiful day, adjusting to this new temporary normal, trying to find flow with it and growing with it. And so I thought I'd come outside and do a little meditation for all of us. This meditation is about letting go of expectations and being with what is. Okay, easier said than done, right? So let's go ahead and turn within, and I just invite you to go ahead and just close your eyes and get comfortable right where you are. It is so peaceful in this moment where I am right by this tree with the sun shining on me, hearing the birds calling, hearing, well, the sounds of traffic, but I can choose, and this is what we all can choose, especially if we're doing a meditation and turning within. We can choose to put our attention on where we are most aligned with Source, with what it is we're desiring. We have the power within our own minds to focus with intention and to let go of the outside noises and distractions and let in what you'd like. I hear some frogs calling now, so that helps me. I'm going to use that too. As we start this meditation, I want to just share this with you. When you're feeling any overwhelm, any kind of, just really feeling the heaviness of the world or feeling spun by it, one simple thing you can do it with your eyes closed or even with your eyes open. You can simply, I invite you first to go outside if you can, but if you can't, just where you are, look around you and call out what you see. I see the sun setting behind the trees. I see a pond. I see a bird flying. I see the green grass. And then what you see and then what you feel. When I hear kids playing, joyful noises in the background, very calming. I feel the earth underneath my hands and feet. I feel the cool air on my body and my face and on my toes because I don't have any shoes on. And then what do you hear? Kind of what do you see? What do you hear? I heard the kids calling. And I hear some birds. I hear someone hammering. The purpose of this, you can even put in the sense of smell, what do you smell, is to bring yourself into the present moment with all of your senses, through all of your awareness, to be here now in this moment, not far off in the distance, not in the back, in the past. The greatest thieves of time, there's a quote that says the greatest thieves of time is worry about what's to come or regret about what has happened. So coming to this present moment with an intention and meditation, a meditative desire to drop in, be present. So let's go back into meditation. That's just a way to ground in, okay? So back into the meditation, following your breath inward. And again, meditation can be done with your eyes open, if you can maintain your focus, or turn within and follow that breath in. And breathe out any tension, any discomfort, any fear. We're working a lot with fear these days, aren't we? Breathing in what you need and exhaling fear. And the intention for this meditation is to shift out of expectations into willingness to be gentle with ourselves as we adjust into our new temporary new normal. Expectations set us up for disappointment. We need to set intention with compassionate awareness of what we are capable of doing, what our current capacity is. Right now, with all that's going on in the world, we're naturally going to feel overwhelmed or out of sorts. The primary focus right now and every day, and we can weave it into this meditation, is to check in and see, are we amplified in fear? Are we triggered? Are we worried? Are we overwhelmed? That's enough to start with right there. Start there. Turn back in and notice that. And imagine and know that you have the control panel in your mind. And you can turn down that volume of fear. You can turn down the energy of overwhelm by focusing on the present moment. And you can focus with an intention word. Instead of expectations, what is the opposite of that for you, or what offers more grace for you? For me, that word is willingness. Willingness to do what I can. To recognize I don't have the capacity to go do all those things I really want to do. Checking in. What do I have the capacity to do? What is my energy level like? Overwhelmed times can trigger our grief. Uncertainty can trigger our grief. And one of the grief responses is extreme fatigue. Not having as much energy as we may have. So we need to offer ourselves grace, compassion, acceptance. So I set aside expectation and I invite you to do the same thing. Let it go. And invite in willingness. Willingness to be with yourself in a new way. Willingness to be with life in a new way. Willingness to see through your spiritual lens that can cultivate and activate hope and trust and faith. Willingness to offer yourself grace. Willingness to set doable goals, that which you can do, not those grandeur, ideas of grandeur of, yes, I can do all this now that I have time. No, be realistic, be gentle, be compassionate. And think of it this way. In a lot of ways, we're learning to walk again. You know, when we learned as toddlers to walk, we fell down. We didn't straight away just start walking perfectly. We are in a new situation we've never experienced before. So we may start walking in a direction, trying to do things, and we may fall down. We may bump up against the furniture or bump up against ourselves. And all we need to do is have the willingness to try again. Yeah, yesterday I said I was going to do X, Y, and Z, and I didn't even do any of those things. Okay, no worries. I bumped into my procrastination. I bumped into some limitations. I bumped into some self-talk. Okay, I have grace. I can choose to shift that self-talk, to let go of the limitations and try again today or tomorrow. So breathe into the energy of willingness. So relaxing. So freeing, isn't it? Willingness. What arrives in the space of willingness? Another way to think about this, I've been inviting my clients to shift out of thinking about what you can't do and focus on what you can do. Again, that's really aligned with willingness. So breathing into what you can do. Let any images or awareness arise from the energy of can do. We can really limit ourselves and get stuck in a loop of what we can't do. All the real limitations based on this current and real situation. Or we can focus on what we can do. And with that can-do attitude flows our creativity, our adaptability, our willingness. All of these are essential right now. All of these qualities need to be in what I call our Thrival Go Bag. We can, yes, we all are surviving in a certain way. We have to focus on our basic needs, our survival, and then rise up to thrive with what is. Thriving means being able to extend beyond those basic needs and reach for the higher vision, reach for those soul calls. Say yes to what's been calling to you. So feel that now. Breathing in, listening even, through the willingness. Something your soul has been calling you to do or to try. Or a self-care practice or a sacred ritual that you can begin every day. That is nurturing and supportive. And allows you to not only move through this time, but grow through it. So breathe in and imagine, I like to imagine that we have a vessel within us that we can fill up with what we need. I call it our well, our wisdom well, or our nurturing well, that we can nurture ourselves from and others from. So have the willingness to fill up right now. What do you need? Fill up. The willingness to use the powerful imagination you were created with. You may be, yes, stuck in your house. You can think of it that way. Or you can use the power of your imagination to imagine yourself anywhere in the world. It's your favorite beach, your favorite lake, with your favorite friends, anywhere. And imagine what that feels like. What you're doing, what you're experiencing, what you're hearing, what you're feeling. Now, what just happened is that willingness took us into visioning for something greater yet to be, or something that our soul longs for, that we can experience right now, that it becomes resonant with our being. And when we move through this time and out of this time where we're asking to shelter in place, being asked to do that we can shelter in peace, with purpose, with empathy, with acceptance, with compassion, and with equanimity. That's the choice point. Choose what supports you. You deserve to be supported. You deserve to love yourself forward through this. I invite you to do that. Breathing in, allowing, as we adjust collectively, as we expand our potential beyond limitations, as we rise up to find the blessings in the challenges, to be with what is, and to cultivate what can be from within. One more breath together. And just kind of rub your legs, your body, put your hand on your heart, whatever feels right for you. Coming back now with gratitude, with our wells filled up, with the knowing that we will and we can get through this and we can grow through it. It's all a matter of choice, where we're putting our focus, what we're choosing to believe, and what we're choosing to vision for. So I hope this helped fill up your well, helped you kind of just calm and choose peace, feel a little bit more centered. Reach out for me. Reach out for me? Reach out to me if I can be of any support. We're in this together. We need to support one another. Love each other forward. Take good care of yourself. Stay well. Stay safe. Until next time.